Hello everyone. Thank you all for joining and a warm welcome to you. And today I'm going to give an introduction to the commerce tools. And I'll basically cover in this will be my own introduction first, then what is commerce tools and what does it offer, and then I like to end up with the extensibility in commerce tools. So my name is Ashish Monga. I'm raised in India and now I'm living in the Netherlands. I have close to 10 years of experience working on the e-commerce based technologies, specifically the SAP Commerce, Shopify Plus, Commerce Tools, Fluent Commerce, SAP Upscale. And from last 2.5 years, I'm working with Capgemini in the Netherlands. And as the part of my role, I help my clients with end-to-end solutioning of e-commerce based business and technical challenges considering their overall digital landscape. So I move on to the overview of commerce tools. Then we a lot of you must have heard about the term Mac, and that what we already saw in the earlier part of this presentation by Frank. So as the industry continues, Mac is proving to be the foundation for the new generation of software and system integrators. Mac stands for microservices, API first, cloud native, and headless. And these are the guiding principles on which the Commerce Tools is built upon. Then I move to the functionality overview. So as Commerce Tools, so this indicates that what does Commerce Tools has to offer out of the box. And then meaning, so Commerce Tools it's built on all the APIs, and then these APIs and the microservices, these offers the functionalities which are in a way self-sufficient for any e-commerce based application. So these are the functionalities related to PIM, the product information management. So it could be related to categories, products, product variants, reviews, inventory, and so on. It could be related to the customer data management, that meaning for the prices, discounts, discount codes, shipping methods. Then we have the functionalities related to the order management system, which could be related to carts, orders, shipments, and so on. Then there can be business modeling related functionalities as well, like for example, for the countries, states, languages, etc. And then Commerce Tools, it also offers the extensibility, like the platform can be extended in the form of the product types can be made, the new product attributes, and the custom fields, custom objects, and so on, that we'll see in detail in the upcoming slides. Then I move to the next slide. So Merchant Center. So a Merchant Center, this is an administration tool which helps client to manage the data of their projects in the Commerce Tools platform. And then it can be used for example managing a product catalog, orders, discounts, etc. So let's have a quick look at the Merchant Center. So this is how the Commerce Tools Merchant Center looks like. And then so this is like a back office tool wherein you can view the different parts of the Commerce Tools. So you can have the products, you can view the categories, customers, orders, discounts. Within settings, one can go into the product settings and can view the different information about the taxes, shipping methods, channels, stores, and so on for the stores. Then let me go back to the product list and see. Yeah, so for example, this is the custom product that we have created, which is that we have created with the name Capgemini, and then the user can look through the various product description, product key. Then one can go into the variants and can look into the different variants for this product, its prices, its image, its inventory, all can be managed from this particular tool. Then the next thing that I would like to show is about API documentation. So in the Commerce Tools based microservices solution, there are 300 plus commerce APIs that can be consumed individually. So let me give you a little overview about the API documentation. So for accessing the different documentations for these microservices and these APIs, one can go into the docs.commercetools.com, and here, let's say I want to search for the API details for getting product by key. And then I land up to the get product by key API, wherein I can view the endpoint, like this is the get API and this is the endpoint for it. And then the response that I received will be in this particular format. So these all will be fields, and then it will be in the form of, let's say the ID will be in the form of string, key will be in the form of string, and so on. Then let's try it out. So let's go into the Postman, and then let me try to hit this particular API for getting the product with this ID. So we just saw this product in the merchant center, which is currently existing with the ID 11111. So then when I go into my into the Postman, and then I hit this particular URL with the get structure, then I can obtain all the information which is related to this product, meaning its description, its name, its prices, then its discount, if it is on discount or not. So all this information can be obtained and can be used by any front end tool as required. Then I go back to my slide, and I go back to my upcoming slides. Then one of the most important factor in commerce tools, which is the extensibility. So it always happens that uh, for any real application, there might be requirement wherein you would like to extend the functionalities which are already provided by the e-commerce application, already provided by the platform, here in commerce tools in this case. So it could be either related to the data model extensibility. So you can extend the product or product types, you can create the custom types, you can create the custom objects. So the data model extensibility can be achieved in commerce tools. Then it could be behavior extensibility as well. So you can create your custom state machines, you can create subscriptions or the API extensions that we will look in the upcoming slides. And then you can have the business tooling extensions as well. So you can create the merchant center custom applications also. Then going to the state machines. So state machines are used to model states of certain objects such as orders, line items, products, reviews, and payments to define these finite state machines reflecting the business logic you'd like to implement. So in this particular case, what we have tried to demonstrate is that, for example, there is a particular product, and then one makes a change on that particular product. Then it needs to be sent for an approval. Then there'll be a legal sign off, then a marketing sign off, then it is ready to publish and live, and then it goes live. So this kind of a workflow called as the state machine can be created in commerce tools out of the box. Then I go back to my extensibility slide. So we covered the custom state machines. Then the behavior can also be extended in the form of subscriptions or via the API extensions. So let's look towards the subscription. So a subscriptions are used to trigger an asynchronous background process in response to an event to the commerce tools platform. So in this particular case, the subscriptions are normally created for the CRUD operations, the create, read, update, and delete operations. So an example of this could be that, let's say when an order is created from a cart, then I want to send an email to the client saying that this particular order is created and all the details which are related to the order. Then how this can be achieved within the commerce tools is, you can create a subscription with the message that order is created, and then the commerce tool platforms, it creates a message which is sent to the cloud queue service, and this queue service, it pulls a message and which sends it to the client, and then the email can be sent towards the customer. So this is how we are achieving the asynchronous. This is how the asynchronous background process can be initiated using the subscription from the commerce tools platform. Then the next part in the behavior extensibility could be API extension. If I go to my API extension slide, then we see that the API extensions, these are used for adding the synchronous behavior. So in this particular example, so there can be a particular requirement which says that suppose when the cart is created, then add a mandatory insurance to the cart. So in this particular case, the client it creates a cart. There's a cart create command. So this cart API is invoked within the commerce tools platform, and then it initiates a trigger. It triggers the extension, and then this extension, it executes the function which is which could be an Azure function or a Google Cloud function, and then we receive the response back from this function towards the extension, and then this is sent back to the client. So in this particular case, what we are doing is we are adding a mandatory insurance to the cart once the cart is created. So this is a synchronous behavior which can be introduced by the commerce tools by using the API extensions. Then I would like to move towards the last part, which is about the merchant center custom applications. So a custom application, it's a UI web application for the merchant center, which is designed to enable a project in the commerce tools platform to create the specific needs of a customer. So it could be possible within a merchant center that we just saw to create the custom applications. So for example, the one of the requirement could be that that we want to show the category images in another tab within the merchant center itself. So such an application can be created using the merchant center, and then there is also a UI kit which can be used to give the custom application a look and feel that's unified with the merchant center, so which is available within the merchant center out of the box. So this can be used and can be utilized to create such an custom application. By this, we reach towards the end of this presentation, and if we have any questions, we like to address it. And thank you all for your attention.
And thank you, Ashish, for your presentation as well. I think this was a nice introduction to what actually commerce tools is. And I'm quickly checking if there are any questions in the chat. One question that might be interesting is, let's say, how plug and play commerce tools and actually these kind of solutions in general maybe are with the external partner ecosystem. Have you already seen such solutions?
Yes, so currently I'm involved with a client wherein we are actually inducing we are having this data within the commerce tool system, which we are able to achieve using the batches, and then so the data can be induced within the commerce tools using the CSV file, which is indeed possible, and then these can be integrated to the backend systems as well. So such capabilities are indeed present within the commerce tools.
Okay, interesting. So, and then we have from Kaustav coming in a question in a D2C and B2B scenario that's global, needing integration with multiple exotic payment gateways as well as the big known players like PayPal, Google Play, etc. How easy is it to connect commerce tools to them? Yeah, so this is again also a similar kind of question, but then specifically for payment systems. Do you have any experience on that, Ashish?
Um, it can be integrated with the payment systems as well. I unfortunately in this particular client of mine, I have not seen the payment integration yet, but I think we can check and get back on this. But
Okay. And of course, we also, I see, have Ivo still with us answering questions in the chat as well. So maybe he can already address it too. Ashish, I would like to thank you very much for your presentation.
thank
Um,
you.
and